All right, so I haven't given an update in quite a while. So here's where I'm at a year and a month later. All cedar siding. I've actually sealed it with natural rosewood oil. My roof, I'll get into my roof in a little bit, but we'll start off over here. So where the trailer hitch is, of course, must lock it up. But this little guy right here is for my AC unit that will go right here when I do get it installed, and that's what all this piping's for. So what I actually did is, instead of having it run through the outside of the wall, actually had it come here on the side where it will be, my AC unit will be inside right about there. I'll walk over to the other side and you can see I have my electrical inlet right over here. Now with this guy right here, I originally did a 30 amp, but 30 amp at 120 volts if my whole place was 120 volts, but it's not. My AC system is 240 volts, so I had to switch out my 30 amp and get this guy right here, which does 125 to 250. So with that, I got this guy on Amazon for about $123, and also have this connection that gets the 50 amp connector. It splits it into two 120s, and then I have the adapters for 15 amps, so that way I'm on two separate systems, or two separate breakers. So 120 and 120 on two separate breakers. It comes in, it actually merges together, which will give me 240. So inside, in my breaker box, it has 120 on each side. So this side of the house is 120, the other side's 120, and they're split up. So that way, I'm able to get my 240 in here. Now, if I was on the same breaker, I would get 120, 120 on each side of the house, and I'll explain that later when I do the inside tour, but I wouldn't get my 240. But this is kind of a cool, neat little feature. So now let's go, and we will come around over here, and you can see my cool banner. Now this banner, got it specially made, and you probably might not be able to tell, but it's not an actual regular banner, it's actually cotton, pure fabric. So if it gets dirty, I can just throw it in the washer and get it all nice and clean. So now, getting into my roof. So I didn't use a standard roof. If you look at it really closely, it's called Country Manor Shake, the company's classic metal roofing systems. And what I like about it is it's supposed to look like weathered copper, but it's aluminum. It's pure aluminum. But it also reflects 95% of the UV rays, so it's not absorbing all that heat and all that UV rays. But underneath every sheet is actually foam inserts that are molded to every single part of each roof shingle, which is kind of neat. Also, my skylight, which I have to get that, and I'll put that down, that part right there, the flashing for the skylight. But this skylight is from Verlux, and it's a solar skylight. So right here's the solar panel that charges the battery that's inside of it. Right here's a sensor, so if it does rain, it'll automatically close. But what I like about this one, it's wireless. I don't need to connect it to my power source. I can be in the middle of the desert, and this puppy's gonna work by itself just by sun. So it literally, it's always charged. There's always battery inside of it. I don't use it every second of the day, so I don't need to worry about running out of battery. Really great. I like it a lot. Plus, I set it on a schedule automatically, so in the morning it opens up, it lets in some fresh air. Throughout the day it opens and closes, so that way it's naturally kind of just ventilating. But it does it by itself. I don't need to do anything, and it's wireless. But the roof, I decided on this roof. I didn't want the standard regular roof everyone else uses. Plus just the design, the way it looks, and every sheet of this roofing interlocks with each other. So it's designed to withstand hurricane winds. So this puppy, I can be going down 100 miles an hour. Nothing's gonna happen. It's not gonna go anywhere. So that's the outside. Classic Metal Roofing System. Country Manor Shake is the name of the roof. They have different designs. Really great company. Call them, let them know Mario sent you. They'll answer all your questions. And for those of you at the Tiny House Jamboree, you can take a look at it. It's really cool. I like it. Different cedar siding all the way around. Oh, and since I do work from home, I had to make sure I put in my inlets for, look at this, cable and telephone. I have to add one more for Ethernet, but that is my inlets, so that way I can work wherever I'm at. And that is my tiny house on the outside. I'll look at video number 2 for the inside.